Yeah? Alright, y'all. We'll get a poll up, actually. Whose story? Goth Girl or Muscle Mommy? I know y'all are a bit divided right now, but we'll let you guys vote. Good sip of wine. Poll is live. Get your votes in on who. God, how long we been live? 6 hours now. God damn. So we are 2 hours into our 12-hour time slot, I think. Let me go ahead and actually pull up and take a look-see at the goal, 258. So minus 45 would be 213. Damn. Please don't use points. Poor people can't keep up. Aww. Goth Girl, okay. I choose you, Spirit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This entire experience is being crafted carefully to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with catchphrases, will ya? Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously, doubting even to me. And I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. Did you switch to a goth Eric to get more votes? We've been calling them Muscle Mommy and Goth Girl the whole time. What do you mean? Oh, sour. Oh, okay. Hey, yo, hold up. What happened here? Are his muscles drawn on over the white stain, or what? Yeah, never mind. Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seats. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. Ahem. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now. Although I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. No one offered you popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hoda, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? So there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box. Strange, alien its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there, Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like this just appear? A mystery it was, as if conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. "Help me!" cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was if every detective in the city was there, looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. Hey Vulcan, how you doing? "I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me," cried the man as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations. Detective Hoda confronted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hoda was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. "Don't let me die in here," the man begged. "Don't let me die alone." "Stay calm," instructed Detective Hoda. "You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together. We're all in this. Sorry. And we won't let this be the end of your story." Looking through the narrowest of the passageways, Detective Hoda watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. "Promise?" asked the man. "Promise that I'm not alone?" "Yes," she promised, "I do." "We're all in this together." A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she never had felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hoda, for she knew he would return. And he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in this horrible puzzle box. Repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, "Promise. Promise that I'm not alone." "Yes," she promised. "I do." And pressing her palm against the cold outside of the box, without truly knowing why, Detective Hoda leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into this strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in the soft touch. "Thank you," said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. "Get back!" yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hoda and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirling gears, clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hoda gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll, almost pulled apart. Or perhaps that's just how Detective Hoda had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop the pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips and icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky. Anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her. You who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad. So creepy. So sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail. And now no one is sure to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. I think Eric should do an erotic fan fiction reading stream. Jesus Christ, Vulcan. What, any fucking IPs you would most like to hear from? Oh, man. The game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something. Eric, you could also do SCP reading. I have done SCP readings before, but if you guys have an SCP you'd really like me to read, I'll take fucking suggestions, recommendations, requests for SCPs. You have a great reading for War Doge. You stand and without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe hovering the air begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's awkward movement, and you nearly fall over into the fire. spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corner of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. And considering we've talked about the ocean having personality and consciousness in this story, the thought of it lapping against the shore is actually a bit of a disturbing visual. Sort of like if I had said, as Cthulhu rose from the ocean, he leaned over and began licking up mouthfuls of sand, muttering about its strange taste. It's not something impossible. After all, Cthulhu is an impossibility, something that brings madness, so it doing something chaotic like that, it sort of fits with the personality that you would expect, but at the same time feels entirely off, entirely out of place within a Cthulhu-esque story. I'm sorry, where was I? This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds. Because Trickster shows up, and he's blaring his latest song. Hey, baby. You look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of this cryptic clues. But you aren't going to get any time to yourself thinking about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted by that piece of information. Legit. You learn something new every day. Even when you are a narrator. You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tubs with the spirit. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. You don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. I just want to be totally clear. Even that story bore some similarities to my life. It was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any other ically. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, so was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on an island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also a complete coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue. Your lips are blue. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Okay. So similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins, well, maybe it's coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded by entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You gotta figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it. I dreamt that story. Like watching a movie in my sleep when I was just a little girl years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. It's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? I know we just met, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep. Fool. Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take care of yourself. Now you've got me wondering. Do I believe you, if you believe her, or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question? About if I believe your answer to Spirit's question. Whoa. I know Kung Fu. Ocean Air's got me trippin'. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the... Damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel, ready to dry you off. Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm not a kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all of the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice that you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story, about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life? Or has it already been taken from you? And it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery. Alright, Sean. Get yourself going, my guy. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by Firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types who you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Oh, okay. Now let's fucking go. Oh. Oh, that was wrong. Oh, no, these are stations. I thought those were volumes. Mm-hmm. No, I like this. This is interesting. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for this. Oh. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, no, we keeping this. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, look, wait, I can wiggle. I can wiggle like the emote now. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Hey, Vulcan. Thank you for the 1 year and 9 months. Nice. Alright, y'all. This time, I will take out the points. Goth girl or muscle mommy? Who's gonna tuck us in tonight? Get your votes in, y'all. And let's see what the fuck happens. Listen to the water lapping gently. And Sour is gone, so the goth votes won't happen. I also turned off the point payment, so it's just people voting now. No one buying extras. Excuse me. And it seems the votes are in. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax? I don't really have any of those things around. Oh! Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back, though. If you lose it, well, you'll get revenge on me? If it's the last thing I do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky by now. You've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiac? Yeah, even amnesiac video game protagonists. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. What? What am I up to? Am I trying to become water? You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. The trapper is sitting beside you, stretching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with Spirit right before bedtime. You should know, they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you wouldn't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out of me, are you? Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. Eric, you've been watching out for traps, right? Hey. Trickster ain't here. God, could you imagine them trying to put something like Legion into this? Fucking, God. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. If I don't pick you? Remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll to the, about 15 feet to your left. Finally, alone for real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, jeez. It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all of the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went well. These are some of the first interactions with someone who isn't a parent. that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Oh, do I have to say? Oh, I do. Attractive. Mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk, and I had to wash her entrails off my Seraphan. But, that being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Well, Eric, as usual, Friday about this time, I have D&D, so I will come back in a few hours. And should end early today, either from it being an hour later for the DM due to daylight savings, or we all die from a boss. Alright, crazy. Go have some fun with D&D, my guy. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill and Trapper? Oof. Where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much. Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human. I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on a huge part of this thing called life.
Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I'm a master of self-control, and right now I'm using all the self-control I can muster. Because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it. Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them, though. I want to lead them on a little more. It'll make it that much better for me when they're screaming.
I'm not sure how to feel about Eric. On one hand, everyone I've ever cared about has met an awful fate. So it's probably good for Eric if they just keep ignoring me. On the other hand, there's something about them that maybe could work out for my plan. For me. I know that everyone thinks of me as beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe? Okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Hey, achievement unlocked, still alive, yeah! We still kicking. God damn, anybody know, like, what the, I'm gonna be honest, I thought this would be, you know, a little more like the, length of, the Eldritch Horror one, you know? A little bit shorter than what we're at already, I guess, was my expectation. Let's take a huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering what the average playtime for this is. All right, let's. What's that one, like 3 streams? Well, it was 3 streams to get through the 3 different, you know, story things, but like each little like story section was only like an hour and a half at most. And we're already at like 2 hours into this, aren't we? You open your eyes and the sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky and you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, though. And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a cup of joe to start an incredible day off right. Oh, fuck me. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck today. Is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the never mind. He left. Or at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The time and place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, review to. Not an eternal prison of pain. And please, make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Oh, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love, and or if that's the type of thing you're into. You know the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent whenever possible. Stop from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Construct these elaborate simulations. I mean, vacations is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We are to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process, with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that. Especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make some great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Eric. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yeah, I'm not at all suspicious that there's no option here. What an encouraging response. We're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudette? Maybe Eric isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. 0 chance. They're still clicking, even right now, to see how you'll respond. Hey, look at that. Hey, they don't know anything. It doesn't matter though, Eric. We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Eric. Hey, Sour, how you doing? Do you hear us? We're all having fun. You do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? No? No, I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, Eric, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect. Oh, okay. Well, that's just, Man, I'm loving the illusion of choice this game really be playing with. Holy shit. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey, Eric, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of game resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance and will be grumbling, I hear, from your belly. That can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Ah. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancake, bacon, and... So much for maintaining these beach bonds. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? Yogurt. Magic powers only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again. Except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went. In case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't.
I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday. But I really hope you do. I really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone see where I left my cleaver? Haha, just kidding. Always know where my cleaver is.
Well, that was bizarre. Back to your brick. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all the possibilities that the strange island has in store. How open-minded. Ah, well, surely that must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast to... Just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing. Last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done now. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so.
Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith.
I'm glad the introduction of Eric to our island paradise. Yeah, that was in quotations. Didn't distract me from my normal routine. Ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions.
I'm asking questions too. It's when will Wraith shut up?
And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon.
Damn, what a power play. Keep on wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Sexy, true life experience.
Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. Damn, dude, I'm sexy as hell. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday wasn't short. A lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that?
Were you addressing me?
Well, I guess. It was okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator.
It's only okay, in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all.
Hey, how you doing, Marcy? We dating killers.
Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed.
No, stick it there. A little more, a little... Yeah, that's it, yeah. How does that feel? Tardy gets all the lays? Hell yeah, Maddie. Metal Hattie. Meh. Yeah, that feels right.
This is, uncomfortable.
Now I want you to take that and put it right... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that.
I swear, I had no idea these two even do, whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything.
Oh, wow. Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster Band suntan lotion. Someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Ah, come on. A little privacy, please.
Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes.
Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know. You know what? What do you think we were doing? Okay, Eric, I gotta head to bed. Have a great one. You too, John Double A. Get yourself some sleep. Like I want to. You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oh, you two aren't fucking? I really like the model and how Juniper managed the rigging off the expressions. Yeah. Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. And I believe that place is our appendix. Why else would it be there?
Makes sense to me.
Did you actually think we were me and him? Dwight?
You don't have to laugh that hard.
My life is a nightmare, and somehow it's never been worse than right now. Damn, she got real Junie energy right there. Part of my mind still thinks it's a talking butthole. How many buttholes do you know that have teeth in them? I like to imagine your new model snores like a pug when they sleep. Alright, if you figure out how to escape the island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. The human body can be thought of as a donut. Jesus.
Shut up. I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit. Just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you.
Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move?
And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's not a tree at all, it's Trapper.
Oh no, Trickster.
Why would you be spiky?
Hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever, though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon. Or after 5 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. Yeah, fucking millennial. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you could see them later at a private stage on the other island, you know? IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. Ah, that's where Freddy Krueger and the Resident Evil guy are. Gotcha. His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. That blow-up bat? Threatening yet adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design.
He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds.
Okay, now that that guy is gone, we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. We absolutely, without a doubt, need a winter costume with mittens for the 8 little hands and paws, a Christmas head with a little fluffy white pommel on the end. Oh. Hold up. How do... There is a way to add thing. Give me a second. Cause like I gotta add beverage. Oh wait, hold up. So if I Oh. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I need 2 seconds to myself, okay? Oh, sorry. I just gotta... Oh, okay. Ah. Is there a way to rotate? Damn. So what are those? 4 cans. I have no clue how to rotate. If anyone's familiar, let me know and I'll do it. But for now. Alright, what else do we got here? What else do we got? Let's see. We got tail, cat warning, ball, egg, couch, gamer chair. Oh! Alright, how do I, Oh! How do I get rid of this now? Oh, okay. There we go. Sorry. I just found a new tool and I wanted to check it out for a second there. Sorry. They're for the sun, of course, obviously. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. By the way, Eric, what sense do a tardigrade actually have? I mean, they... Technically, I don't know if they have a separate sense of, like, taste and smell, or if for them it's basically the same thing, you know? But... Let's go best, absolutely. We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it. So we won't be bothered there. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot, but I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way that I do. Not like these other killers. They don't get me. Eric, if you don't go for it, I'll find a way to kill a tardigrade. Hey, dude, you just gotta eat it. That's all it takes. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them all. And I'll get my father too. and I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me.
Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe.
We'll be tallying points in 5 minutes here, Darnass, actually.
It's scary and more than a little hot if you get turned on by menacing. Look, all this time on Murderer's Island has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I'd suggest you do the same. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out?
Oh, Phoenix Sanitizer. You're gonna have an interesting time at the Point Break.
You consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go off with Spirit, the Huntress interjects.
I guess you could go off with Spirit today. She seems pretty cool, actually. I think if we weren't here on this island vying against each other for your attention, we might actually be friends. We might have something, though, you and I. I couldn't let you go off to her goth lighthouse without speaking up first. Yeah, I know her secret spot. I see everything through the holes in this adorable mask. So my offer stands. We could still hang out today. Plenty of room at my cabin. Wink, wink.
It's pretty cute that Huntress thinks she has to say wink wink out loud. The mask barely even hides her face. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today. And also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say. When life gets you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So, who will it be?
Let's go. Alright, y'all. We will get a poll up between Goth Girl and Muscle Mommy. And once we have the result, we will actually be popping into our next Point Break. So get your votes in and decide what we doing, y'all. But the poll is live. You got 1 minute to vote. Where are we going? No, what the fuck? No, you burned to death because they were combustible lemons. Everyone knows that. Exactly, Phoenix Sanitizer. Exactly. Alright, I'm going to actually, let's get volume mixer up. And we are actually going to mute that for a second because while y'all are doing the poll, we're going to pop away and start setting up for our next Point Break. Remember, today is our Uncapped Subathon with great events and many rewards available to you all out there. But to make it into these rewards, you have to be gifting subs. For every 5 subs you gift, you earn 1 point that you can spend. Looks like we'll be going with Goth Girl. Very good choice. You can spend them on our chart here. These will allow you to change out the sound effects for many of our redeems or other fun little events that can occur here on the channel. Let me go ahead and take a look at our list. See here, top gifters. All right, I'm still seeing our weekly top gifters and taking a look at this. I don't think we have any new points earned here. Yeah, no new points have been earned, but we will go down the list and see who is fucking here and ready to go. Folin, are you here by any chance? You are still sitting at 15 points. I know it's very likely you head off to bed, in which case I'll have to reach out to you in private. But for now, we're going to give you a minute to see if you want to respond with anything you'd like to purchase with any of your 15 points. All right. I think with that, we can go ahead and move on down the list. Next in order is Sour. And you're saying you're wanting to do something? You've got 10 points in hand, meaning you could buy anything you want. But if you're wanting to hand out a point or two, you can most definitely do that if you would like, Sour. Your voice is like silk coated in butter. Metal Hattie. God damn it. Fair enough. Can I give them to Metal Hattie? Do you want to give all 10 points, Sour? You want to give away all 10? Oh, that's all right, Metal Hattie. I'm a bit into my wine as well. Yeah. All righty then, Sour. I'm going to say -10 gift to Hattie. All right, then I will add Metal Hattie to the list instead. So, Metal Hattie, do you understand how the point break works here? You now have 10 points, and you can spend a number of points to buy up one of your... I just crushed a 4 Loco? Hell yeah. Metal Hattie, Sour has just gifted you his 10 points. With that, you can buy one of these things. Essentially, you can irrevocably change the channel if you would like. On our board, we have a list of many different items with different price points. On the left, you can see the price for each row of items. 1 point will get you number of subs, month resub, 2 points year resub, number of bits. Essentially, how this board works is you get to pick a new sound effect for any of these events, redeems, or what have you. For example, V, the Sleepy Bunny, has chosen to spend his 1 point to change the 5 gifted subs, so a number of subs, sound effect, to be me reading a copy pasta from Sonic announcements. But you have 10 points, which means you can choose from anything on this list. If you want to do a sound effect for a specific number of gifted subs, a specific month of resubbing, a specific year of resubbing, a number of gifted bits, if you want to change the sound effect for the raid redeem, or the sound effect for the nice redeem. If you want to add in a new sound effect command to be played when someone gains VIP, or gift a VIP status right now to any other viewer, you can choose a new sound effect for the tardy costume changes, or for 6 points, you can request a new permanent point redeem to be added in, where I will have to play a certain sound effect or essentially record myself or accept a recording of you with a little message for everybody in chat to redeem at any point that they would like. It's a big list. You just got your points. I'm actually going to skip past you right now, Metal Hattie, but we'll swing back to you at the end so you can have a moment to kind of soak some of that in and look around. Let's see, your next most points is Wacko Dan Zacko. If you're still out there, you are still at 4.6 points remaining after you spent 4 of your 8.6 to gift sub to somebody. So if Wacko, if you're still out there, and if there's anything you'd like to do with your points, just let me know, and we can get that started. You want to spend another 4 points gifting another sub? You don't want to take any of the sound effect redeems? Metal Hattie, I can change the raid sound effect if you would like. That will, however, close it down permanently and cost you 3 of your 10 points. Is that what you want to spend on? All right, Metal. I'll get that marked then. Minus 3 points for the raid redeem. And let me see. Do you want me to just get a recording of that clip? Do you want to send me your impression of it, or do you want me to do an impression? And Wacko, I am still waiting for you to confirm that you want to spend 4 more points for another gifted sub. Has to be me. Okay. So minus 3 points. So raid redeem, that is... I think you got the wrong door. Let's see your leather club. And it has to be me. Noted. Noted. That will leave you with 7 more points, Metal Hattie. With the sensual voice, it has to be you. All right, Wacko, waiting for your confirmation of your spending of points here. All right. No, I'm just wanting to make sure to confirm, Wacko. So with that, you lose 4 points and you are left with 0.6. And with that, let's see here. Darness 308. And let me just pop into the Discord and see if I can find Darness real quick. So you're Darness. Darness. Are you on our Discord? And is your name Darness on the Discord? Ah, there you are. Roles a personality. Hell yeah, Darness. All right, Wacko, with that, you have 0.6 points remaining. So we'll see if you want to end up spending any of those later on. Aaron Nook, are you still here? As you have 1 point that you are free to spend if you would like, as well as Chopin or Chopin. I'm not sure exactly which way you're going with that. But these are 2 boys I think popped in from Junie's Discord. So I'm going to guess a pretty high chance they're no longer hanging out here, and I might have to reach out to them later. We'll give them a minute to see if there's anything they'd like to purchase. And after that, I think... So V is out of points, so we will be circling back to Metal Hattie. You still have 7 points remaining, which is enough to buy anything still on the list if you would like. We still have another one off with the sound effect for the nice redeem. You can also do any of the resubs, or you can do a big spender and drop 6 points to create a new sound effect redeem. This can be anything from funny noise like fart to you leaving a message to chat that they can end up hearing, to having me just having basically a redeem button here of me saying something funny. Or you can do the nice redeem for 3, or pick a year goal later on, something people will forget about, like a 3-year resub, to suddenly hear something coming out of nowhere. Yeah, Hattie? It would be a redeem, Marcy, so it probably won't be quite long enough to be a lullaby, but we'll see. I'll send you a recording So you're spending 6 points for a new redeem, Hattie? To do 20 push-ups. All right, Metal Hattie. See here with that. That leaves, going back through the list, Halfrost, Chopin, Aranook. If any of you three are here, make yourselves known. You have points you may spend if you would like. Metal Hattie, that does leave you with one more point if you would like to spend it or hold on to it for later. You know, you have to do 20 push-ups as well then, Eric? I do not have to do what the voices say. That's called schizophrenia. Give it to a rando person? I don't know if I have a way to really pick someone at random. All right, chat. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. You can only submit one number at a time, but you can keep submitting numbers. The first person in chat to post the number I am thinking of will get this 1 point. Marciel with 11. Goddamn nailed it. Marcy, you got 1 point then. As a gift from Metal Hattie. Classic. Yeah, sorry, y'all. Fucking scored it on first guess, too, Marcy. Good job. My existence is pain. Well, you have 1 point to do with that what you will, Marcy. What would you like to buy? We can do a specific number of gifted subs or a specific number of months resubbed. Now, we won't be able to do months that overlap with like a year, 12, 24, that sort of thing. But if you would like to do anything for either of those two, let me know. Suffering from success. Goddamn, Marcy. Going hog wild. So, Eric, when you planning on sleeping? If we stay only at 12 hours, I might do my best to not sleep, Darness. Like, I'm gonna actually check where I am in the goal right now. So, yeah, we're still at. So that's 258 minus 45. That's 213, 213. Let's see here. So 213 minus 150. 63. Yeah, so we're still at 12 hours right now. In fact, we are 12 gifted subs away from 13 hours. So, I'll probably be able to stay awake for that amount of time. Not sure if I'll be as lively at 5 a.m., but I will do my best. Ooh, or maybe boom headshot sound would be cool for a 1 sub. Okay. Marcy, I'm gonna need your confirmation then on what you want to do at this point. You've got 2 minutes at 8:15. I'm gonna be yeah. So boom headshot for 1 gifted sub. All right. Boom, headshot. 1 sub. And you want it for me? A sexy. Okay, sexy mode. Gotcha. 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 So with that, there are no more points then with Sour. No more points with Hattie. No more points with Marcy. No more points with V. And we've only got 0.6 points with Wacko. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a big ending to our point break for the evening. But I guess we will simply have to see. I respect the grind. Hell yeah.
Boom. Headshot.
Wait. Let's see if we can get kind of the classic.
Double kill. Overkill. Boom. Headshot.
That sounded pretty good at my end. How'd that sound for y'all?
Boom. Headshot.
Let's see here. Where is my volume? There we go. I gotta go with Spirit. You've made the correct decision. But know this. Just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Your voice is fucking versatile? Oh, thanks, Marcy. Let's go? Hell yeah. I need a girl that'll look at me like that. Oh, shit. Wait, actually, I'm clipping a little bit here. Let's actually fix that. 1 second. Let's see here. Where is Evolved Eric here? Let's see here. We'll go to Transform. Yeah. Over there. So maybe, what, 6? Oh. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, of course, you've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real. But I've been hurt before. Literally. With a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form, you feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of that macho trapper crap. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. The moment I heard Evolved Eric, I imagined your new model with butterfly wings. Oh god, but like Bug's Life butterfly wings. Oh, I am a little butterfly. 1 sec. Nah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm playing that audio. Hold up. What's your Bug's Life? I am a cute little a beautiful butterfly? Oh, yeah. 1 second.
I'm finished! Finally, I'm a beautiful butterfly! My wings! Oh, they're beautiful!
Wagon's taking off! You better start flying!
But I am flying!
I am flying!
You all look like little ants! Oh, piece of shit!
Oh, mine beautiful wings! You and Spirit arrive at the coast overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. The helicopter sound effects, hell yeah. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down, and notice she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Like a black hole? Place that swallows light. A dying star. Damn, now that's dark. You're confident that Spirit will vibe with this, but Spirit doesn't really care for science fiction. Not the type with spaceships and lasers anyhow. She's much more into the type of strange adventures that kick off right here on Earth. Earth is that where we are? You wonder. The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying. A spiraling black light stretches across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that. The light and sound recede, and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down, then pats on it gently. Clearly she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. Anyway, good night, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your stream, Eric, and a happy anniversary. Thank you so much, Sour. I appreciate you coming here, hanging out, and gifting subs and everything.
You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get a little hands-on action? Or what else could it be?
Thanks. I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem. I figured as much.
Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body.
You need any help reaching those difficult spots?
You see a hand float around your back.
Sure, why not?
Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch, and when she does, she takes care of herself. You watch as Spirit applies sunscreen to herself in the most unique way, by floating her own hand all around her back to spread it on.
The fact that your hand just floats around you like that, it can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. But floating severed limbs isn't exactly the type of superpower you think to wish for as a kid. Much rather be able to read minds. Maybe then I'd understand why some people act the way they do. I'm truly sorry. I clearly hadn't thought through what your experience was like.
Sometimes humor is how you deal with uncomfortable situations, but clearly you read the room wrong.
I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. Had to have been horrible. Hand holding? Come on, guys, I swear I can help her. Oh no, Hattie. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to. But I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me, and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure, the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all.
Yeesh.
It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me, it's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was. I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Eric. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing in life. In love. This world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses, it really does a number on my joints.
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
Alright, okay, cool. Toesies. Ooh. Oh, there we go. 2 perfects. Oh, fuck yeah. Damn, dude. Toes? Beans? Do you know what this means? Ghost girl, ghost girl, ghost girl. Well, I suppose that lotion made it to where it's supposed to go eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better.
You look up at the lighthouse, its ominous dark form hovering above the moment between spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is. In this case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from the awkward silence. Boat. Sorry, what? From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens towards the shore, before crashing on the rocks. It must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water.
Oh, right. It does that sometimes, too. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it.
Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again, except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're half sure you saw one of those skull and crossbone flags, aren't the only ones drawn here.
Maybe I'll sleep now. Have a great time. Alright, Marcy, get yourself some sleep, my guy.
It's Wraith. He has emerged from the palm trees behind you.
I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that.
Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention.
I've been seeing it in my dreams. shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it through woods and walls. Nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me. Those dead pirates. Or that mermaid I saw washed up on shore that one time.
Ew.
Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy. An epic river of lies that runs between the island, or something. I'm pretty sure I've figured it out, the basics anyhow. If you come with me, you can get cut. Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple of buttons off of Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way. You'll see. Alone at last. Tension broken, deathly moans quiet, and Wraith banished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how the whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she put a lot of work into getting that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you, interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're in here to invite you to join us back at the beach, where we'll make a dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? When you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute. There's no announcement here. But there is a... Oh, wait. But there is a me. You've got mud in your ears, friend. I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I got a map back in my secret lair. Literally. And figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it. Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I got, sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject.
Don't ask me.
You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is. But in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up. Like I keep trying to tell you, it's the dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here, well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight against. I was a born fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight, even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks? Oh, you had. I've seen you had. You do your little phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. We all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Folks? You cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about, what? It sure sounds like some video game community forum thread. Minutia, if there ever was such a thing. Nothing you know about that either. It sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose... oh. Huh. Who? So, I get Wraither Spirit, y'all. The poll is live. Get your choices in, and we'll see what happens. Bum 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 bum. Looking a little one-sided out there, and also probably a little light on people. How's everybody in chat going? Well, we got like 3 people still here. Amazing, y'all. Absolutely amazing. Look, at claim that shit. Poor Wraith. Aw, poor Wraith. Wait, he did get 1 vote? Yeah, he did. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, damn. Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her. But she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit is cute. I'd make a mistake with her, to be honest. I have a cavity magnetron. God damn. Spear and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day. No wonder you're skinny. All that second-guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. God damn! No offense taken, it's... Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess. Sometimes. Alright, so I'm gonna stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. It's just a small sapling, but has begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here, in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in black bathing suit, so you just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading through the air around the both of you. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die, fade away, and for that reason, they're also symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to the special moment, to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Eric? The knowledge that life and death are a cycle has always given me some peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life like the beauty of a flower in bloom allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. As you explain, Spirit's face begins to look sad to you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? And then it dawns on you. Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back, no rebirth. Our moment of blossoming life long gone. That scary time of death and decay that come after. The good part. That's Spirit's eternity. You just answered from the heart. I can't let that bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission. Once the fallen cherry blossom represented the soul of samurai warriors, those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, have a good one. I gotta get ready for work. Alright, Vulcan, you head on off, my guy. Have a good time at work. My life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. The cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if it were installed here by someone. You watch as Spirit chooses her words very carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time we got a really good reason. And it's nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force. Because that's definitely not happening. Oh my god, you got a Hey, a naze. Yeah, today is the anniversary. Today is my big subathon event. And chat hit my sub goal, so I got to reveal my new tardy model. I am now no longer PNG tuber. I am VTuber. I'm also pudgy and adorable. Oh, thank you. This was actually made by Juniper. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, Sil. Get it while it's hot. Gummy bear. I guess it's time to go or whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. What a fun day we've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here. They're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder Island, but hey, letting them have one final moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that.
If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want. And you're all eating it too. Lamb shank. Rare, salt, pepper, no sauces allowed. And serve it with one single piece of broccoli, so Wraith won't complain.
I like broccoli.
Gives me horrible gas.
Oh, I don't like that.
Buddy, wait till you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome.
Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group?
You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there and saying nothing. Nothing is not an option.
Well, let's be coy. Let's leave them wanting more. Was a really nice date. More like two people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in relatively close proximity to each other. Oh, well, yep, okay, she liked coy. Hell yeah, y'all. That's exactly right. Couldn't have said anything of value better myself.
Spirit is clearly happy with your portrayal of your date. No surprise, she doesn't like people getting into her business. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary, supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical island.
Bon appetit. Don't you mean bone? Nope. Almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island.
Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you,
as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here, for us, just for doing our jobs, thank you kindly. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that will change everything. You can go willingly, or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies.
Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb?
Yes, and I immediately regret how I did.
Good.
Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. It's also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit. If only to get away from Wraith's complaining. God damn, y'all. This game do keep going, don't it? You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take place. Wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think? Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here. So nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool. And now everyone is looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way, you know that thing can do. Probably shoots lasers.
Try not to bore us.
We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now, you can't tell if you're warm for the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Eric was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Alright, I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm gonna tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Romance. About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth? Alright, Spirit. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college he was hosting. They'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months.
It's soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think?
That's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire.
Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. You can't just end there. So, who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining.
Alright, y'all. Whose story do you want to hear? We got Spirit, Wraith, Huntress, and Trapper. Get your votes in and we'll see where we go. Beep, 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 beep. Oh no, there are no votes out there? Did I outlast everybody? Oh wait, no, we got some votes coming in. There we go. Alright, alright. We'll see what you all end up liking. Bah. Bah, bah, bah. Ah. All right, Huntress it is. Sure thing. My neck of the woods isn't wanting for horrifying mythology. Mother once told me a story of a young man who was traveling back home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just wanted some background story details to paint a picture.
I'll paint you a picture if you want.
The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the woman, naked, skin glistening in the twilight gloom. Hot. I'm invested. They sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill towards the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music. Lutes, tambourines. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into night and the man grew weary. But when he tried to still his moving feet, he found that he could not. Help! I cannot stop dancing. She drew near to him and saw his features distort into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging from one socket, skin the color of algae. a Rusalka, her true self. You'll never stop dancing, she screeched at him. My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment. The man cried out, but it wasn't me. Someone must pay, the Rusalka said, her voice filled with briny malice. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out, the dance of death. A silent beat as everyone takes in this macabre ending. But it's not all bad. Rusalkas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady had stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb, and probably some candy for the road. Damn. Does she really think that's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pop shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end of the sequel, it's almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of episodic styles of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment, builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Eric, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid some small talk get in the way of a romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know what we need to get back to. That thing we do whenever we're not on screen? Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to, wink wink, end up dead. Why did you say wink wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed.
I hear someone trash-talking spirits. Deal me in. What do you say we take this back to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes?
Please, enough talk of burns. Things are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded, Eric is after. They should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly. For stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all of it. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell your fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. Sorry, got distracted there. I'll be sitting in the shade, drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper, because I refuse to play their game anymore.
It's like she's actively trying to be unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me?
Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems... Oh, God, my voice is getting crazy. Way too much talking. I started with this game because I thought it'd be shorter than this. Oh, God. This has been non-stop narration for 4 hours. Alright, let's see if we can get to a good point. I'm definitely gonna need a break from this. Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you. For the moment. It could, if you could, I don't know, just pick one of us. Maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you might not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because... oh, that guy. Alright, y'all. I think this is probably the final decision we'll be getting to because I need a break from this game. I need to get onto something that'll allow me to not be switching voices, putting too much energy in, and just to give me a moment to catch my breath, essentially. So, final poll of the evening, y'all. And... alright, the poll is live. You all have 1 minute. Get your votes in. We'll make our decision. Then we'll save. And I'm gonna go get something to drink and take 2 minutes to fucking... oh god, give myself a break. Then we'll come back in and I'll see what I've got ready for us to do to start filling up some more time. Because, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but we have passed 4 hours of our 12 hours so far earned from gift and subs. Well, I'm gonna start attempting to sleep. All right, darn ass, get yourself some sleep, my guy. All right. And the votes are in. And it looks like we choose Spirit. But with that choice, we also are gonna go ahead and take a break, y'all. I'm gonna take 2 minutes to go get a drink. And kind of come back and I'll see who all's still here and what y'all are kind of feeling of doing. Because we are gonna have quite a few more hours to get fucking into and just fucking start moving on ahead. So for now, I'm gonna go get a drink and we'll be back at it in just a couple of minutes. Now excuse me.